What's up, guys and gals? My name is Splattercat, and we're here today taking another look at Dawn of War 2. We're drawing to a bit of a close here with this series. In fact, we do have the final mission on the board right now, and we can handle it. In between episodes, I went and donated a bunch of equipment because I felt like you guys wanted me to so that we could level a little bit faster. With the final level with Avidus, I don't really know what I should do with him. I should probably just put it into health, maybe. And that'll get him almost up to 200 health. It'll raise his regeneration a tad, make his life a little bit easier. Over here, with Davian Thule, what should we add for him? So he's got, what, like 2 levels left, so he's going to have 6 points total. What can we get to with 6 points? We can get to Hail of Fury. Ah, okay, so let's actually do Hail of Fury then, because that's how we've been using him anyways. We've been using Davian as pretty much a ranged weapons platform. So I think for this mission, because Thaddeus is at the lowest level, we're going to do one of these optional, defense missions. We do have a couple extra deployments, so let's do Defend the Shrine, I think. Well, what is this? The Monster of Meridian. Let's do the Monster of Meridian.
Commander, a massive beast is tearing through our undermined defenses. This creature and its brood have already laid waste to a dozen levels of the spire, and nothing seems able to stop them. The whole spire will be overrun in a matter of days if this horror isn't stopped. I have no other forces to deploy against it, Commander. You are the only hope.
We've also got to decide who we want to bring along on this mission. Now, Cyrus isn't fully leveled either, and his explosives and his sniper rounds tend to be really useful against these types of enemies, so I may swap out... Oh, Avidus is a tough choice. We do want to bring Thaddeus, though. I know for a fact we want to bring Thaddeus along. Which one of these? Let's see here. Let's just stick with what we have for now, and we'll see how this thing turns out, I guess. This mission has the potential. I know the last couple missions have been flagged. I started looking at a couple of walkthroughs and things like that just to make sure that I had everybody leveled up properly, and they actually made it pretty clear you want to have everybody maxed out for the final mission, where apparently we get to use all of our units. So I am going to try and get that done. However, I haven't looked at any of these lesser missions, so I'm not really sure what's going to happen on these. These could turn into potentially... Didn't we have this video already? Yeah, we had this video already. We don't need to watch it again. Anyways, as I was saying, these could be potentially difficult missions. It does seem like some people have problems with the back end of this game.
Teams with tyrannid vermin. Then we know what we must do, Avitus.
Let's take a look here. What's the easiest way? Well, first and foremost, I'm going to try and grab these supplies because we obviously don't have all of the goodies that we'd like to have. I'm going to get Avidus into a building, maybe. Let me get Force Commander over here. We'll have these gents handle the little guys, and there's nothing that's looking suitable to jump at just yet. Force Commander is in ranged mode again, which the game keeps swapping him in there, and I'm not sure why. Let's put him in for a little bit of fun time. And what are we up against? It looks like there's a Lictor over there. We don't have sniper shots, so these Lictors are going to be especially dangerous. Some of the little guys are going to be a big problem for us. Ah, there we go. There's a juicy looking target. Let's get in there. Teleport our Lord in here and have him destroy everybody. Be our general savior. And he should be able to beat them to death. Let's have a few looking... Well, we don't have any scouts either, so this could actually get really hairy. We're playing this one at a tad of a disadvantage. It's okay, though. I'm not going to weep about it. Because Space Marines don't weep. Let's see if maybe we can get the Space Marine Commander down here to help out with some of this. Ah, never mind. Then let us think about stopping that flank from happening. I would also prefer to see... Whoa, why are they running out? Don't do that. Absolutely not. Force Commander, get in there. I'm gonna have everybody buff up for melee combat because we can't snipe any of these bigger guys. Creates a potential problem. I don't think those explode or anything, which is what I would be concerned about right now. Luckily, no explosives have gone off, everybody's looking safe, we haven't had any victims thus far, and victims are what I would prefer to avoid. We are, however, getting hit from like every direction, and that is a situation that I'm very, very uncomfortable with. Let's have a look, and definitely want to take this location. So let's have Avidus maybe capture that. These guys need a little bit of loving over here, so they'll handle some of this melee, I think. I did equip him with the power sword, so he swapped out from his farty glove, his stinky glove that made him very, very unpopular at the chapter keggers. He's now using a much less smelly sword, a sword that is far more socially acceptable. Trying to keep an eye out here. It looks like we've got a bunch of hives to deal with. Did I swing out the wrong direction? I left Avidus with the rocket launcher in case we came across any of the bigger, nastier individuals. Right now, let's have them jump in and handle that. And everybody else will kind of rally over here for now. I'm going to leave those supplies on the ground for a little bit. Actually, we'll grab one. Throw a grenade at him really quickly since we're caught without cover. These gents should concern themselves with getting out and over here. Teleport Force Commander in and see if he can sort of leapfrog some of the trouble that's going to happen over here. And let me get everybody else back into the melee as well. I do have an orbital strike that I can make use of during the course of this fight. Oh, they have to go around. Well, that's a big issue. That's sort of iffy. Oh no. Okay, so everybody just retreat as rapidly as possible. In fact, we're going to use the mass retreat option right now because we're actually going to have to. And as soon as everybody else is front and center, I want my Devastators up and in there. I would prefer to have a jump followed by a stomp right there and then give everybody the melee buff. I may not be able to get everybody out of here in time. Okay, so we lost Thaddeus because he got kind of bookended there, unfortunately. And we are up against a really nasty grip of foes. This is one of the reasons, I mean, I don't know, Thaddeus is not my favorite unit. I feel like he needs a little bit more diversity. I jumped him into the middle there, so it was my fault. Obviously, I'll address that and just be like, that was my bad, but at the same time, oh, I didn't even mean to res him right now. Apparently we're well, that's not really a key structure. I wouldn't worry about it that much. Let's jump Thaddeus in really quickly. He and his boys should be able to get some kind of cumulative damage done. And I didn't realize they were going to go all the way around the horn on that one. I figured they'd just sort of walk through the crates and be perfectly fine. So let me take Force Commander over here, and I'm actually going to bulldoze some of these boxes so that we have a way to cross the bridge without having to go all the way around and cause all kinds of problems for myself. As soon as that's done, oh my god, what an ordeal. What an ordeal. There we go. Now everybody should be able to get down here. Have the Force Commander just kind of hang out over here, maybe bait back what he can. I'm going to leave Avidus's guys in the back just in case they try and come around from the rear, which is what they're doing right now. They're borrowing that familiar Nerd Castle strategy of coming in through the rear. They should be perfectly fine in there. I don't see that guard tower. Yeah, it's not taking that much damage. We should be okay. So Force Commander taking a lot of damage here. Let's get everybody else into this position and have them start kind of wailing on that location, Moby Dick style. They're not even fighting those anymore, are they? Okay, well, I knew that plan was probably destined not to go so well. Let's have everybody in here just deal some damage. Without Cyrus to blow these things up instantly, this is going to take us a tad more time. which was my fundamental concern in not bringing him. Demolitions missions like this where you're blowing up buildings and things, definitely nice to have Cyrus around, but I just can't afford to have some of my guys missing out on just lovely little bits of XP, unfortunately. And finally, the synaptic generator should go down. There it is. So let's pull them back out. Force Commander, get in there. We do have a few extra bits and bobs that we can deploy. Chapter's Fury, he's got Melt-A-Bombs. I probably should have brought something different other than those. Let's bring the Devastators down, who I forgot about in the hubbub. Looks like we have a spawner over there, so we'll have to get rid of that as well. And I may actually just call in artillery strikes for those, although I'm not positive why we only have a few artillery strikes in this mission. Typically we have a lot more. The 2 artillery strikes seems a wee bit light. It's okay though. Let's blow that up. I don't really want to find myself face to face with any further Tyranid units from that direction. Jump them straight into the melee there so that we don't risk losing anybody else. And it is done, as he says. Next, I think we're going to push down because we've got a foothold right here. We're going to take this CP and we're going to push east from here. Now, I think I can bust through this wall with my Force Commander. He can actually just like walk straight through it. Maybe. Also, I think I can force fire here. So let's go ahead and Devastators. See if maybe they can blow that wall out really quickly. No. No such luck. Can I charge through it? There it is. Perfect. Now it doesn't look like... Let's pull the Devastators back because they are getting grenaded right now. We have a rather nasty Ravener down here that we're going to have to deal with very shortly, so popping a hole in the bucket like that was probably a bad idea. It's okay though, I make lots of those. To the point where I just don't even worry about them anymore. Let's go ahead and get the Force Commander. If they're going to bring out the big dogs, we're going to bring out the big dogs. Everybody else just focus fire while he tanks it and spanks it. And it should go down pretty quickly. Very, very nice. This is going to be the next location that I'd prefer to call in another artillery strike on. So let's put the artillery strike right there. Oh, and I'm actually going to need people on him as well. Yeah, we've got a zoanthrope over here, and that's a big, big issue. Getting swarmed by these little rippers. This sucks. Then we're just taking like an insane amount of fire. While I get everyone else situated. Kill as many as we possibly can. Avidus seems to be taking a disproportionate amount of damage here. That's alright. I'm gonna jump in my melee guys. See if maybe we can harm that building a little bit. Oh good, that did way more damage than I thought it would. So I'll take it. I will definitely take it. And they should be able to finish off that spawning hive. Oh, there's another one in the back there too. Somebody get in there and capture that thing before I forget. Take the supplies, definitely, because we went through some of our supply there. This turned it into a kind of a nightmare. We end up getting, like, circled around and just dealt with. I may go over and get that array as well. So we've taken the new CP, which means we can retreat at a moment's notice if we need to. We are not the Grey Knights, and so we can just do whatever we'd like. Are the Grey Knights the ones that don't retreat? I always forget. I think it's the Grey Knights that never retreat. But I can't remember at this point. It's been a long time since I've read anything in the Black Library. Let's get as many people into this front line position as we can. Drive them back. And then we're going to jump on this little spawny area right here. And do a little bit of the AoE punishment. Let's also do one of his little AoE slashy things off in that direction. Yeah, that was nice. One of those boss attacks that I like to use. Makes me feel badass. I'm going to force another charge. And I'm actually going to jump them out of harm's way. what we will do is pop a shield right now. That'll buy them a little bit of time just to annihilate enemies and cause problems. No, gentlemen. Alright, well, all you guys retreat then, I guess. Is everybody retreating, or just like certain people retreating here? Because I definitely had everybody rubber band boxed. I know for a fact I did. Sometimes the sticky selection in this game is absolutely what I just said. Very, very sticky. We, of course, lost our buster guy over here. Everybody get back to the CP. Give ourselves another shield and another moment or two to deal with enemies. Give myself the melee buff here. Why are you guys insisting on fighting the carnifex in melee? You guys are morons. God, the squads are so stupid. So intensely, like, who designs that kind of AI? Like, who does that? You are a ranged unit. Behave like a ranged unit. Like, there was no reason for them to advance like that and get into a fist fight with a carnifex. I don't understand it. Okay. So, stand your ground. Like, from what I understand, everybody here is set to ranged mode, so I'm still a wee bit baffled about why they insisted on just punching a carnifex in the face until death. So this is Force Commander's job now. I gotta do a bit of a dig-out mission here, unfortunately. And what I'm gonna try and do... Oh, it's gonna die shortly anyways. You guys have nothing else to do aside from getting our team up. Since it's a bonus mission, I'm not really too worried about the bonuses. The bonus deployments anyways, but I don't know why Avidus has this weird thing about charging into melee, and he's set to range stance. Like, I can understand why Thaddeus might do it, but no clue what Avidus is thinking every time he does that. And it's been a frequently, like, reoccurring thing in this series. Like, some reason, Avidus is always charging people. Not sure why. We're gonna fall back to the CP now. And as soon as we've got to make the best out of this, I guess. So since we've already lost all of our... Yeah, since we've already lost our bonuses and whatever, I'm gonna swing straight east. We're gonna wipe out this other hive. We're gonna leave the synaptic generator that's down here in the south. And we're going to try and take the shrine over there, maybe? I'll see how time allows, but we are definitely going to try and make our way in that direction. I think up around this way might be the most efficient way to get back to our equipment. The shrine should allow us, while we're on the surface here, to get a bit more artillery strikes going, I think? Or a few more artillery strikes. That'd be really nice. I'm just gonna try and completely and totally rubber band box my way through this mess. Actually, get rid of that spawner while we're here too, and we'll leave the hive as like the final thing that needs to be... Oh no, you guys fall back. Knock that down really quickly. And since there's no cover to be had, we're just gonna have to sit out here in the open and just eat this one. Just take a big old bite out of our community turd sandwich. Collective turd sandwich, there it is. That's the word I was looking for. It was hiding and I found it. So tag, you are now it, turd sandwich metaphor. Oh no. See if maybe I can knock these down for a minute. You guys focus on the range targets for now. Actually, this might be a nice time to test out this orbital laser. Let's do that. Orbital laser time! Hey, you guys get out of there. I don't even know what's gonna happen when we pop this. But let's light this candle. Hell yeah. I mean, it sort of missed. Oh, there it goes. Alright, so that just leaves us with the hive. Lost another one of Avidus's guys. God, where are these things coming from? There's just so many. High level ones, too. Alright, well, let's kill a few of these. And it looks like Tarky just got himself up to level 20, I think. Have them get out of combat if they'll stop fighting. Alright, so that's a few more down. Actually, looking at the time, I don't think we're going to have the reinforcements or the time on the clock, unfortunately, to get over there and grab that thing, because we're going to have to clear all the way through here just to get there. And I'm willing to bet it's probably not going to be an easy run. So let's just get in here and see if maybe we can put an artillery strike on that hive. Obviously, I need Force Commander in here first. There it is. So, I see. Those hives are actually really, really nasty. They're spawning a lot of guys at a time. That's... You guys hang out in the back, actually, and make sure that none of these individuals end up, like, flanked exactly like that. I need you to stomp out anything that kind of gets up in their area. Okay, and down goes the hive.
Its brood is dead. We will regret allowing even one alien to escape our wrath, Tarkus.
I don't think Tarkus said anything to you in the first place. Avidus is in here just picking fights with everybody. Alright, so we got rid of the Tyrannicus Voratio. Got a new Stormbolter, but unfortunately... Yeah, we did kind of poorly there, but it's okay. That actually... How's Thaddeus doing? So he got up to 18. He's catching up. He's not quite there yet, but he's moving along, and we got a bunch of stuff that we can give to the Librarium, too. So let's get in here and handle that.
You have bought Meridian precious time, Commander. With the apex creature dead, Imperial Guard forces are deploying to eradicate the smaller organisms.
That is a delaying tactic at best, Commander. Unless they destroy every microscopic spore, the infestation will eventually resurface.
We cannot allow Meridian to fall, Commander! I have no love for the planetary nobility, but the billions below them must be saved!
We are warriors, not saviors, Thaddeus.
What? What does that even mean?
That we are the Emperor's angels of death, not his angels of mercy. Leave saving to the confessors and the holy sisters.
How can you be so blind? We are weapons, but we fight for all those whom the Emperor protects. Here, today, we are their only hope.
You can worry about hope and salvation, child. I will kill enough for us both.
God, people just turning on each other. Things just imploding. Let's see what we can donate here. I need to get rid of a bunch of stuff. So obviously the Barding of Ultramar is probably not going to be used by anybody. And if I can level up through this method, I'd rather do it that way. We've also got a bunch of this. Let's see, we got the Primarch's armor there. That's a really good, actually, suit of armor for Tarkus, I think. We don't need that. And we may need that one. So I'll sort that. We'll sort that. The Favored of Baradiel. And what's weird is there was only like 5 things left, so we actually looted a lot of stuff during the course of that mission. I swear, in between missions, in between videos, I donated like everything we had to the Librarium. Let's get rid of some of these rocket launchers. We got the Hand of Fury in there. The Fist of Belial. What does it do? It does a lot of damage is what it does. Wow. And we can get rid of that one. That's going to put Cyrus up a level. The True Companion. I think that Thaddeus would be a candidate for that one, but I have him with a plasma pistol right now, and I'm happy with his plasma ability. So, I suppose we'll leave it as is. Continue getting wrist. Yeah, the plasma cannon right there. What plasma cannon is Avidus using right now? Oh, never mind. He's not. He's using a rocket launcher. Okay, so let's throw the plasma cannon back on there, just in case. Blighted bolter we can't get rid of. The hammer of Cadia I may hold on to. I think only Force Commander can use it. Never mind. It's gone. Get rid of it. It cannot be in my orbit. Let's see here. And then we got a bunch of this craptastic armor. Obviously, all of this stuff is going to the librarium. Okay. And the favorite of that, yeah, that can probably go too. A few new items here. The Heraldry of Davian Thule. I don't believe that's going to be useful to us. Neither is that, so we'll get rid of both. And since that's only for the Force Commander, I believe we can get rid of that too. And that's going to put Thaddeus up to level 19. With Thaddeus, I suppose we could give him a little bit of extra ranged ability, or, I mean, he doesn't seem to be out of energy very often, so I think I'm just going to go for a little bit of extra ranged ability so that he'll deal, I mean, it didn't do much. It only gave him like 10 damage there, so it's not a huge allocation of new ability, but it's still alright. With Tarkus, his final level, I suppose should probably go towards his melee ability, just so if he gets locked down, he's got that little bit of extra oomph that he can hit the enemy with. Cyrus just hit level 20 as well, so he is maxed out. And it looks like he can actually get up to drop smoke. Which, if he gets flanked by any type of melee, he auto-drops smoke bombs. That actually might be nice, so we'll give him that too. Other things, I think we're about ready right there, actually. There's not a whole lot of stuff left for us to do. I think in the next mission, we'll probably take this optional mission right here, Master of the Hive, and then once we're out of extra deployments, we'll take the defense mission so that we can easily rope those. My name is Splattercat. Thank you very much for joining me in this fantastic strategy game. Aside from the little foibles in this mission, some of them my fault, and some of them the weird kind of quibbles of the AI, I think things went reasonably well. I mean, I didn't play my best, but it is what it is. You have on days and off days, A games, B games, and C games. I'll see you guys next time, and take care out there, everybody.